Hi everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing what I'm calling a reverse unboxing video. These are a set of items that I'm planning to cycle out of my collection. I'm going to show you each item, talk about the reason, and just kind of go through my rationale for moving these pieces out of my collection. You know, my collection is not a set in stone thing. Like I don't buy things just to sell them, but at the same time, like I continue to buy things and then I continue to reevaluate what's working for me, what's not, what am I reaching for, you know, what's time to move on from, just for the purposes of my own sanity. You know, every season Chanel comes out with new bags and that's exciting. And sometimes I'm really excited about them. I don't buy a Chanel bag every season, but you know, as you do that, it adds up over time. And then you're just like, I have too many bags and it's just not manageable for me. And, you know, this way I can like take some of the funds from selling them and reinvest, as it were, back into my own collection. So it just kind of keeps things in more harmony, so to speak. So I have 4 items that I'm cycling out of my collection here. I'm using a professional reselling service to cycle them out. So not selling them here on YouTube, just sharing my rationale. The first item is probably not a really surprising one. It is this Miu Miu bag. This is the only Miu Miu bag in my collection. It's a very cute plexi summery bag. I did something that I don't normally do, which is I bought this bag because it was on sale. Now that is one of the reasons why I don't like shopping sales, is because I feel like you are more inclined to buy things that aren't necessarily practical. When I bought it, I knew my phone didn't fit. I'm not a, you know, phone must fit, you know, fundamentalist or whatever, but it just, for this particular bag, for the use case, if it's like supposedly for concert going or something like that, you really do need somewhere to put your phone. And so I just don't reach for this. I have so many pink bags. And so I just have to think about, out of all my pink bags, when I'm wearing pink, when would I reach for this over, say, my mini, the new Chanel Kelly bag, the Hermes Kelly bag, like my heart bag. Like it's really, this is probably as practical as the heart bag, and the heart bag just makes me that much more excited. And I'm just really not reaching for this. And so it's time to send it on to a good home. That, and I recognize that like this Barbie plastic plexiglass type look is still having a moment. I think with Chanel Cruise coming out and all of that, this will be like kind of a popular vibe for folks. And so I think it's a really good moment in time to move on from this bag. I would contrast that with my Chanel boy bag. And while I don't necessarily reach for that one a lot, it's a really bad time to sell Chanel boy bags. Like hold on to your Chanel boy bags. Do not sell them for pennies on the dollar, you know, like just keep them. And also, I mean, it looks really good. I'm not selling a Chanel boy. Okay. Next item, that was a detour, is actually a piece of jewelry. And this one, you know, I do as I say, not as I do. Do not buy Chanel fashion jewelry. It just, you know, it doesn't last. It's really fun. I love it, but I just recognize it's not a good investment. This one in particular, maybe more of an impulse buy. This is a longer Chanel necklace. It has a really cute detail of the lion in the CC, and it looks really sweet, doubled up. The reason why I'm moving on from this one is actually this color gold. It is quite a yellow gold, and most of the items that I reach for, like it's even more yellow than like my Cartier bangle. Like it's a very yellow gold. And so most of the time when I'm reaching for fashion jewelry, I'll do more of a champagne gold, which I feel like it just looks a little, I mean, it looks better with my skin tone for one. And I just feel like this kind of vintage gold color doesn't really reflect the way I want to look. Like I think this color yellow is a little dated, I want to say. And then the other thing is with the lion in the CC. Like originally when I saw it, I was like, I love this lion. I love the lion in the CC. Like it's so cute, blah, blah, blah. And then one of my friends was like, oh my gosh, I love that lion. Are you a Leo? And I was like, no, I'm not a Leo. Like no, I'm not a Leo. Like I'm a Libra, and I'm like, why am I wearing? So now every time I see it, I just think of Leos, and I'm just like, a Leo should have this necklace in their collection, and they'll probably really love the yellow gold, and it's just not working for me. So it's time to move this on to a good home, especially before it develops any kind of tarnish or patina or anything like that. So that is the second item. All right, this third item, I feel like this one's gonna be more controversial. So you could maybe tell from the box what it is. This item I had originally picked out with the idea that I would use this for travel. So this is a hot pink caviar wallet on chain. Like, it is a beautiful bag. It is a beautiful color. It has its stickers and everything. It's basically like new. And the problem is it's basically like new, meaning I never used it. I never brought it on a trip. And reflecting on the past trips I had been on, I realized, like, while this, yes, a walk is like great for travel, and like most of the times when I traveled, I did bring a walk. I just never brought this one because while I wear a lot of pink, like this hot pink is not super versatile for me. And I did bring pink bags on the trips, but you know what? I brought my Hermes Kelly bag. It's like tough to travel with a Kelly bag, but I did it. I brought, you know, my Chanel tweed mini, which matches my jacket, because I was really excited to wear those bags together. And so this hot pink walk, it is neither a statement or enough or functional enough to really serve the purpose for me of like bags on trips. It either has to be like super functional, which is like a neutral color that I'm not worried about, that you could wear to like flea markets or whatever, or be like a really big fashion moment. And I just felt like this was in between and not really that, and not really getting used. So it's time to move on. And the good news is, since I picked this up not that long ago, the prices of Chanel walks have really gone up. So this will be a good one that I will probably do well on recycling and reinvesting the money back into my collection. Okay, the last item, and I think this is semi-controversial too, but I feel really sound in my reasoning in why this bag needs to move on. I've had this for several years. I wore it a lot. I really enjoyed it while I was wearing it, but now it just doesn't make me feel as excited. And so let me kind of talk through this. This is my Chanel denim mini Pearl Crush. She's definitely like well-loved, a little squishy. So she looks crooked, but it's just because she's squished, and she has like the pearl, you know, resizer button on her. She's so cute. But the reason why I'm moving on from this bag is kind of like a long backward story, but I was looking at my collection and thinking about this dinner that I went to recently with a bunch of people who really love Chanel. And so I was at the dinner, and like when I was getting dressed for the dinner, I actually, for the first time in a long time, busted out my black caviar mini with sparkles. And I was like really excited to use it. And I was like, oh my gosh, all the Chanel people are gonna be really excited that I have a caviar mini. And I was like wearing it, and like everyone had great bags at the dinner. But like, as I was looking at my collection, I saw this denim mini, and I was like, this denim mini isn't something that I would be excited to bring to an event like that. Like, it's too casual. It's a little too worn. It's a little like, it's just a little, yeah, it's just not wearing very well, which was something that I knew going into buying a denim bag, but it's just beyond the point where I wouldn't feel elegant or put together or special or anything like that while using it, versus like I'd have no problem bringing my denim 22. In fact, I think that would be a really exciting bag to bring with a bunch of Chanel lovers, because they'd be like, oh my gosh, the sequins and the pink, and it looks like tweed, and you know, like all of the details. And so just because looking at the denim mini, I wasn't really excited, even though I had worn it a lot in the past. I was like, oh, I think this denim mini chapter is really closing for me. And I know that minis, and especially like denim, like is still really popular right now. And so it's good timing to cycle it out while it's still kind of like popular trend going on. And so that is the last bag. Those are the 4 items. I feel really good about having them move on from my collection. And this is kind of how I kind of go through all my pieces and think about my collection as a whole. Like, am I excited to wear it? Do I have a reason to wear it? Like, is there a use case here? Is this super special to me? And if the answer is no, then it's just time to move on. So hopefully this video was super helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you think about your collection if you're cycling anything out. And otherwise, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.